75 of 2023 be now read a second time. Yes, Minority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for having given me the first bite of the cherry. Mr. Speaker, let me start by saying that, of course, this bill is obviously a response or a reaction to the now very famous High Court ruling of November 2023. So we must thank our courts for having jolted the executive to do what they should have done at the first instance. But we must also take cognizance of the fact that even as we debate this bill, the matter is still live in court. It is still lying in the Court of Appeal, pending determination. That notwithstanding, let me make the following comments. That if you look at the bill, the introduction to the bill itself, it states categorically that this is an act, that a bill for an act of parliament to give effect to Article 43(1)(b) of the Constitution, to provide a framework for access to affordable housing and for connected purposes. The Speaker, from the outset, the question one would want to ask, and to ask repeatedly, how on earth is this bill, once, if it is passed and it becomes law, how is it going to contribute to the realization of the right under Article 43(1)(b) of the Constitution? Mr. Speaker, it might be important for me to just read the Article 43(1)(b) for the benefit of members who may not have their Constitution with them, the copies of the Constitution with them. Mr. Speaker, at Article 43(1)(b), the Constitution requires or dictates that every person has the right to accessible and adequate housing. Every person has the right to accessible and adequate housing and to reasonable standards of sanitation. And if you want to understand clearly how this bill is not solving the problem, is not addressing the matter of the realization of the right under Article 43(1)(b), you simply go to the paragraph at page 2126 of the bill itself. The paragraph dealing with eligibility criteria and application procedure for affordable housing unit. But before I go there, let me now thank the authors of this bill. I wish you could allow Honorable Chunga to listen to me. Let me thank the authors of this bill for having come out now clearly that, unlike what we are being told, unlike what was being sold to us through the now infamous Finance Bill 2023, that it is now clear in this bill that whoever is going to contribute to this fund, this housing levy, is not guaranteed a house. That is now clear. That however much you contribute towards the housing levy, whether you are a salaried employee, you are a Kali artisan, you are a Mkokoteni pusher, you are a boda boda rider, you are a mamamboga, there is no guarantee that you will get a house. That your contributions are not a guarantee that you will get a house. That's now clear. And if you want to confirm that, you go to the paragraph 4, on eligibility criteria and application procedure for affordable housing unit. A person qualifies to be allocated an affordable house unit if that person is a Kenyan citizen who is at least 18 years of age and holds a Kenyan identity card. And it goes on. But what is more curious is at paragraph 31, 2A. An application made under subsection 1 shall be accompanied by proof of requisite deposit approved by the relevant agency of at least 10% of the value of the affordable housing unit being applied for. Now, tell me now, who in Kenya is going to afford the 10% of the value of the affordable housing unit? Who? What we are simply doing is to create opportunities for the people who are already propertied, like you and me, people who are already wealthy, to be able to use proxies to deposit the 10% of the value of those units and acquire as many units as possible. How have you addressed the issue of access to housing under Article 43(1)(b)? Tell me. I need to be educated. Tell me. How? How, Honorable Chunga, my good friend? How? I need to be educated. So, we are simply trying to respond to the queries, the very fundamental queries that were raised by the High Court. My submission is that this bill does not cure the deficiencies that were apparent in the Finance Bill 2023. It does not cure. Mr. Speaker, you must also understand that in this country, even those people who may want decent houses,